Our last lesson is to draw the box. Not difficult, but it is more code than we've done to this point for a single member function. What I have here is I have samples of the different boxes, and I'm going to point them out to you. You'll notice that boxes of size 1 and 2 are specialized boxes in that they don't have fill characters. I'll point something else out to you, that there is a space in between the border characters. That's just for aesthetic purposes. It really doesn't have much to do with drawing a box. We could take them out, but it just looks better like this. Now then, let's look at box of size 3 and 6, and let's make some observations. Okay, the first observation is that the first row and the second row are identical in that we print out the number of border characters that's equal to the size of the box. We notice that here too. Here is the box of size 6, so the first and last lines of code, or the first line that we print out, is identical to the last line. It's the same code, and we'll replicate that. Now then, let's look at the inside of it and let's make some observations. We notice that the inner part of it that has the fill characters, in the box of size 6 there's 4 of them. In the box of size 3 there's 1 of them. And we'll make this observation. We'll note that the number of lines here is equivalent to the size of the box minus 2. Okay, so that's significant. So we look at this, and whatever code that produces that single line of code, we're going to execute it a number of times equivalent to the size of the box minus 2. So remember that. Now then, let's look at this individual line right here. This individual line right here is a single line. We print out a border character and a space. We print out the number of fill characters, and then we print out a border character and then the end of line. We'll notice that the number of fill characters is equivalent again to the size of the box minus 2. So this step is going to be print out a border character and a space, print out the fill characters, size of box minus 2, and then print out a border character and then a carriage return. So we remember that. Now, most of you who start out in programming will try to write this code all at once, and I suggest you not do that. I don't do it that way, and I've been doing this for a very long time. I'm going to suggest that we break it up into pieces. And what I do, even today, is I'll go in a routine and I'll write little comments to tell myself, what steps I need to do, and I'll do those steps one at a time and check to see if they work. So here I've done that, and let me make this a little bit larger. This is the draw routine, and what I've done here is I've said draw a box of size 1, box of size 2, then draw a box of size 3 through 39, and I've broken that up into several steps, and we're going to do these steps one at a time. Do these along with me. What I do is I replace the comment with the code. All right, box of size 1. All right, okay, see out, okay, border, indel. Okay, there's our box of size 1. All right. Okay, now we're going to print out box of size 2, and I'll actually leave this comment in there just so you can separate it out. I'll say see out, and again, don't do anything fancy. Border, a space, border, and indel, and then the same thing. You could put it into a loop if you want to, but why? Just another line of code. So now we have boxes of size 1, size 2. Let's go test that, shall we? Okay, let's go in and bring up our main routine, main.cpp. And let's see, let's set, here's our box, some box right 2. We got box 1. Let's see, we'll do box, this one will be a size 1. And we'll make this one of size 2. So let's save that. Okay, make. Okay, looks good. And then let's run it, main. And there we have, you'll see right there, there's our Box looks like this. There's size 1 and there's size 2. Okay. Now then, let's go in and ask the question. Notice that it printed out both of them, which I intended to do. I want to see both of them like that. Now let's go and ask the question. Okay, Pico box.cpp, and we'll go down here to the bottom. Okay. Okay. If size is equal to 1, okay, then what I want to do is I want to execute the lines of code. See out. This one is here. And then return. Okay. Ta-da. Okay. Box of size 2. If size is equal to 2, okay, put in curly brackets. Over here and encompass that code into here. Put in a return statement that stops the routine. It doesn't go on. And there we have it. Control O. We'll do that make. Oops. Okay. If. Gotta spell it right. Go down here. It's good to make mistakes. You see how to correct them. Okay. If. Okay. Return. That looks good. Good. Main, and there we have, there's the size 1 and there's the size 2. That looks good. Notice that it didn't do anything for a box bigger than that. We haven't addressed that issue yet. Alright, now we're going to approach the other one. Again, your instinct is going to be write the whole thing at once. I suggest you not do that. Okay, Pico box.cpp. We're going to do it in pieces. Okay, step by step. It's the best way to do it, and I like doing it this way for a couple of reasons. But the main reason is that if I make a mistake, the mistake has to be in the last little bit of code that I wrote. So one, we're going to draw the top of the box first. Okay, so we're going to say, this is a for loop, so we're going to say for int, we'll call it I is equal to 0, while I is less than size, I plus plus. Okay, we're going to say cout the border and a space, and then when that is done, we're going to say cout indel. Now let me take this, okay, and copy it. And I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put it right there. Okay, now then, let's save this. Okay, make good main. Looks right there. Look, that's good. Okay, that looks pretty good. 35 of the @signs, and notice we've got the top and the bottom of the box. Okay, so that's very good. Now let's go back into our box. And now what I want to do is I want to do the rest of it. And again, if we approach this a piece at a time and break it up a piece at a time, it's very, very straightforward. What I want to do right here is I want to draw the border plus a space. Okay. Okay. So I'll say cout. Get my fingers right. Border space. Okay, and then I want to say the last border character. I want to say cout border and an indel. Okay, let me add that comment right here. And end of line. Okay, make that. Okay, run main, and you'll see that, okay, we've got one line of it. Now let me go back in, and I'm going to add the fill characters in there. That's a for loop. Okay. for loop. Okay, draw the fill characters, and I'm going to go ahead and take these comments out since I've done that. And here I'm going to draw the fill characters plus a space. Okay, for int I equals 0 while I is less than size minus 2, I plus plus. Okay, C out, fill plus a space. All right, Control O, clear, make, main. Aha, looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, there we have it. Now the only thing we have left to do is to do that the number of times size minus 2. Okay, so take out this. So go up here. And now what we want to do here is this inner part. We put in a for loop, and we'll indent this for int I equals 0 while I is less than size minus 2, I plus plus, and then we'll put this in curly brackets. That's a square bracket, that's the wrong one. Indentation is much more important than you think it is. It really is, especially when you read lines of code for a living. All right, let me go up and just clean this up a little bit. I'll take this, take out that line. And take out this comment. Now hopefully, okay, main. Whoa, there we are. Oh, doesn't that look great? Wonderful. All right. Well, that is essentially the that's essentially the project. Clear. Okay. Let me show you the just show you the comments I put into it, and more box.cpp, and you'll see that every routine has a box set of comments. I like this method. It's professional looking. It separates the lines of code, so the comments and the code are very distinct from each other. There's no mixing them up. And you'll see that my comments a lot of times exceed the amount of code that I have, and that's okay. That's okay. Remember that you're writing code for someone else to read. Well, I hope this project was helpful to you. I encourage you to not only just do it once, to do it a couple times. We'll use this project later on to illustrate some other features of the program. So get this one working. Take some time, and if you get a chance to do it a couple times, you can't write too much code. Enjoy doing this forward. Enjoy doing this for you. I look forward to doing another. Have a good day.